I have a series of shoots coming up that involve camping in wild places, and I thought I'd get the ball rolling on Kunyani, which sits just above Hobart. It's easy to get to, and it can be just as wild as any other place in Tasmania. And I also thought it'd be a great opportunity to test out my new Luckiest Strap. I've got a very small shelf that I can possibly camp on this mountain. I'm just 2 minutes away from the car park, and you can see the communications tower up there behind me. If I turn around, on this side, I've got just a small shelf where I can camp. I've been down here before once in the pouring rain, so I didn't actually get a chance to have a good look around. This is going to be really interesting because it's a flat area, but the thing with this mountain is it's largely rocks and hard scrub. The wildlife here is so chill, but funnily enough, as soon as I get my camera out, gone. It's a great experience though, so close. So the brief for the job is actually really simple. It just needs to look wild. We need to be able to pitch a tent, and there needs to be 2 of us. Just look like we're really enjoying the outdoors. There are a few great spots for camping, like this. From up there, from where you are, this actually looks pretty good, but there are some rather large rocks. But what's great about this place, there's the entire city laid out for us. And I think that will make a really great photo as well, especially in the dawn, because that is where the sun rises. And if I can get the sun coming up over the city of Hobart from a tent on the mountain, it will be magic. So right here is where I can pitch a tent, and you can see behind me you've got the entire city there. You've got Tasman Bridge, which is iconic in this city. So we're looking from one icon to another with a campsite, a couple of good mates, eating good food. What more could you want? And I think for the purposes of the shoot, this is exactly what we need. And if we do stay overnight, we'll have the morning sun coming from that direction. The sun will be streaming straight into the tent, looking over our shoulders as we're eating food. I think this could be the perfect shot. And then I can come around this side same spot, tent there, couple of mates having their food, get the morning or afternoon light, especially at this time of year. So nice. Can't wait. There's some other interesting pieces around here as well. There's a rock up there that looks like a pair of horns. There's all these tours everywhere. It's my favourite part of the world. Like, there's so much interesting stuff here. And back this way, you can see these tall rocks. Underneath there's a little hollow, and I think that'll be a really nice spot to sit as well. There's also wallabies everywhere. I've already encountered, like the first one you saw, that was just one of many, so placid. And when I came to this spot, I saw one right here where the campsite should potentially be, and then 4 or 5 metres away, there was another one looking straight at me. And then as that bounded away, because it saw me seeing them, I saw another 3 or 4 just bounding up the side of the mountain. So if I do stay here overnight, there's going to be a lot of wildlife, and that excites me, because if I can take some pictures of the wildlife in the morning sun as well, to die for. There's so much good here. So much to photograph. I think I'll just start on a wide angle See what I can get in. Got this pineapple grass in the foreground, which leads nicely through the cracks in the rocks, straight up. Some ferns just behind these rocks here. And it's like this little oasis between the lines that goes straight up the cliff. I mean, it's very symmetrical, and I don't normally do symmetrical. But you know, one of my favourite plants is pineapple grass. I love it because it's hardy as hell. It looks beautiful and it's chaos, you know? There's none of this all flowing in the same kind of line. Nothing manicured about this stuff. So I'm gonna see if I can, oh yeah, that'll be really nice. But I might get a little bit closer as well. I really don't like having a scene divided straight in half. So I have that crack dead center right there. That does look okay. If I pull that around to the side a little bit, there's much more interest. It's coming in from the bottom corner here, leading up to the middle side and then leading back up here. And you've still got this crack. I really do like that. The closer I get, the more I see and the more I want to go into the scene. It's fabulous. It just keeps getting better. So a few years back, I was just up there somewhere, taking some shots at night. I wanted to get the tors that stick out from the side of the mountain. It's always fascinated me. And you could see one of the townships below quite a way back. I had my camera in my hand. I had my big 15 to 30 millimeter lens on. And I was rushing. I knew the area, so I wasn't too concerned. There was a pretty clearly defined path. But what I wasn't counting on was this rock. My foot gripped it and I went flat down. And of course my camera that I was holding in my hand flew out of my hands, landed on another rock and ripped the lens out of the mount. Completely buggered the entire thing. Since then, I've been looking for some kind of a strap that will, you know, be useful. I need something that can stop it before it goes anywhere. And, you know, I don't like the straps to go around your neck. Fortune often can come your way if you just allow it to. And I was asked to go onto a podcast called The Camera Life. And then at the end, I was talking to Greg as part of the wind-up, and he said because I was kind enough to come on their podcast, they would actually gift me with one of these lucky straps, and I could pick any strap that they have. And I was just blown away. Like I've seen them, but I thought that all they had was the around the neck straps. And so I got onto their website and had a closer look, and they have these ones, which I actually really like. I think the idea behind these is fabulous. And this is a deluxe version of the wrist strap. It's really soft. I got my name embossed in the side, well, my website actually, and it's got this marvelous quick release system, quick-ish, where I can easily change it through to other cameras, and it's super strong, holds like 16 kilos. I reached out to Lucky Straps and asked them if I could offer you a discount, and they graciously said yes. So if you enter my name, Pete Mellows, at checkout, you'll get 15% off any strap-related item. I like it. You know, I've tested it out properly today. I only opened the package yesterday. Really great. And the good thing is there is enough strap to get around my big clunky hands. It's all manufactured in Bendigo. So you can't get better than that. It's hard to believe. My mate Tim Faircloth said he used to come and camp here all the time as kids. I could not imagine getting a bunch of 15-year-olds, each with their own tent, you know, 4 or 5 of them, finding a spot to camp. So chill. There we go. It's almost like these guys are showing up in the best spots. So from now on, if I see a wallaby, I'm going to head over, wait for them to move because you never disturb the wildlife. And when they're gone, check out what they're looking at. Let's see what I can do here. That is really nice. I really like the shape of it. It's just this almost straight, hang on, where are we? This almost straight column up here and then branches out, literally branches out into an inverse cone. And then the scene behind, there's all of this rock area here, which I absolutely love, as you know, with the river behind. But the trick is to get it so that everything balances out. Really like the way this just sits above the shoreline there, and then the shore comes up almost level with the bush, depending on how I hold it. And you've got this sort of trail coming up through here as well. Now, I've got that on F11. It doesn't actually give me a lot in focus, mostly because I'm so close. Like, there's my arm length. So 1.5 arm lengths away, which is about kind of 1.5 meters. So maybe I'll just need to step back a bit further. You can see me. And zoom in from here. So stepping back and zooming in gives me a better depth of field. And if this doesn't work, I will have to focus stack handheld, which is going to be fun. So now while I'm here, I'd love to have this in shot and everything else just slightly out of focus. So you get that sense of place, but what I'd like to do is mirror the slope here with the slope of the mountain behind. And the slopes, and I call them slopes, but the shorelines back there, that perspective kind of goes in, not quite parallel, but similar angles. I think that scene will do really well as a 16:9. I can't believe how close this is to the car park. 2 minutes along the track, 5 minutes tops to get to this spot once you leave the track. So in under 10 minutes, you're in what looks to be a wild place. You can pitch a tent, because you're actually allowed to. Spend the night up here, wait for the snow to roll in. I think this is going to be magic. In the meantime, I'm going to take a few more photos and I'll see you on the next one. You always need that long lens when you don't have it.